Welcome to the StockMiner.com studios here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm your stock miner, Brian Johnson, making professional trading simple. And another good day for the bulls. And if you tuned in yesterday, watched yesterday's episode, my call was a intraday long over the 11,160 mark. If you caught that today, excellent entry and good opportunity to make some money today. Things really started running this afternoon. As would be expected, this has been just, when we see these big pullbacks like this and then they don't stick and the bulls pull them right back up again, you can't help but remain in a bullish type of a mode. That's where I've been, neutral to bullish for quite a while now. I'm still longer term bearish, but man, I'm certainly have not been afraid to go long over the past umpteen weeks. It's just been, my subscribers hear me say this all the time, so do my students, and that's lather, rinse, repeat in the marketplace. Been pretty simple to trade it once you see these type of breaks. So anything over 11,160, if you caught that today, is a good trade. Made you a little bit of money, and on a daily, you can see us starting to move right back up again. I guess now I don't even know how to call it, but maybe a 1-2. This is a 3 all the way up to here, and then maybe this was 4 of 3, and now we're working on 5 of 3. If you're an Elliottian type person, that's my very amateur very amateur take on where we're at right now. So ultimately, I am still using technical analysis first and foremost. It's been working beautifully for me. And at the end of the week, we had quite a move in the markets. Another good, strong week for the bulls as they move the markets up. Earnings have tended to be very good to the markets over the past, I don't know how many umpteen earnings, but they certainly start out very, very well. NASDAQ on a 60-minute also pushing up to new highs once we got up and over this 2050 area. Now look at this. This was kind of that wasn't a surprise, but to close up and above 2050 is kind of a little bit further than I thought we might get. I thought we would close somewhere around the 2050 area, but not above it. Did manage to make it above it, 2055 on the NASDAQ. Also poking its head once again back above that little blue line, still kind of holding on for the time being. I would expect us to start coming back down to below that, to at least staying on that blue line or below that blue line over the next probably week or so. We'll talk more about it this weekend. Here it is from the weekly, up and over and closing above 2050. How interesting. Look at that monster run. That is a weekly chart too. That's an amazing run. It really is. Very, very, very strong. Uh, the volume certainly isn't off the charts, but it doesn't really matter. Point is, it has been a strong run by the bulls. From the SPX view, look at that, also getting up and over this area. Now, my long above was above 1215. Not really worth it today. You could have played it intraday. It really gave you beautiful setups during the course of a day if you know how to intraday trade to get long this market. But if you're looking for more of a swing trade, I would not have taken this trade at the end of the day above the 1215 mark. Just a little, I'm not into taking any kind of major trades and holding over the weekend. Even though Mondays have been really, really strong for the markets, I think I'd still rather wait until Monday just to be sure, get some confirmation on that. From a daily standpoint, point being that we have broken up and over this margin here. We had this big dip down here, nice touch of the 20, move up, nice touch of the 20, and now blast off again up and over this area. We'll see if that holds into next week, but no reason to think that it couldn't at least proceed higher on maybe Monday, Tuesday time frame. Seems to be working out very well in the past. From a weekly standpoint, also approaching what? Yeah, that 1225 area. I said that would be probably pretty difficult to get to by the end of today. And we almost made it. We got really, really close. 10-point move, though, for about a 10-point move today, though, got us awful close to it. No reason to think that we won't tap that now come next Monday, Tuesday. Possible we might even see a push above it. We'll talk more about that this weekend. But I would be looking for that 200 to be hit for sure coming into early next week. VIX Also a curious one. What is it? Yep, up again today. So there's still a divergence down here in the VIX and what the markets are doing. Curious to see the VIX up and also the markets up as well. For the week, though, VIX way down. So down about 10% on the week. Still holding on to this lower support line. It doesn't really matter. There's just no fear here in the markets. So holding very nicely to these lower levels and showing that the markets are not worried at all with what's going on. Another push up in Apple today of 1.5%. Can anything stop the monster? This is a machine. This has been for I don't know how long now, pretty much a stock where you can throw a dart at any date and time, go long Apple, and you're going to make money. This thing has been an absolute monster. So, and still blasting its way upwards. Looking for this blue line to be met again. Would think we'll see that. I don't know if it'll get all the way back to it next week, though. As strong as this thing's been, and the fact that there is no overhead resistance here, I'm not sure anybody knows when to stop. They just keep pushing it higher. So Apple being a monster. Look at that huge white candle. Big, 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 big move up, and even a bigger move up this week. Man, almost 25 points in Apple 1 week. It's becoming Baidu and Google-ish in its approach to the upside here. So very, very strong right now in Apple. Not one I would be looking to short for any of you out there listening. I'd be very careful on this one. This would be one of the last things I'd want to short. You're just gambling now. ACC on a 60-minute never really got our break. Maybe I hold on to it for another week. I'm not sure. But we held below this line. Never really gave us anything to trade for the most part all week long. So it was definitely not one of the better trades of the week. APEI moving right to a daily. We never really got the break here. If you did take a break above $46, you pretty much break even at the end of the day. Just not much happening quite yet. Maybe this rolls over now next week. I don't know, but you can continue to watch this and see if we do get any kind of a break in it. FAS on a 60-minute was up 128 today, which is not that much in FAS. We had a high of 114.88, and my go long for an intraday was above 115, which we never reached. This is still in limbo and still nothing I'd be looking to trade at this point. FAZ on a 60-minute, you can see it as FAS goes up, FAZ goes down, and nothing to do with that one most of the week except short it. So you can see there was a few things playable this week, but FAS, FAZ, not really one of those. Moving sideways. The indices gave us some pretty good stuff for the week, and maybe we'll see some more of that kind of movement next week. So I will be back with you again on Sunday. Brand new video, brand new take on where the markets are going, and maybe some new plays. We'll see you then. Talk to you later. Bye.